The new generation of Skoda's Kodiaq is longer than its predecessor and comes in both 5-seater and 7-seater variants, while also making its debut with plug-in hybrid power. Skoda has introduced the successor to their third best-selling model and one of the more popular mainstream SUVs in Europe, the Kodiaq, which will be available in both 5-seater and 7-seater variants. The Such brand's flagship SUV is larger and roomier compared to its predecessor, featuring familiar styling and fresh technology. The powertrain lineup encompasses gasoline, diesel, mild hybrid, and plug-in hybrid (PHEV) options, with the latter generating 201 EP and providing over 100 kilometers (62 miles) of zero-emission range. Similar to most of its core models, Skoda has adopted an evolutionary approach to the design of the second-generation model, which will appear familiar to existing Kodiaq owners. While the exterior retains certain signature styling cues and proportions from the previous iteration, it gains a sharper look, courtesy of new elements from the brand's modern solid design language, a motif that will persist across all models throughout the rest of the decade. These updates encompass cleaner body surfacing and contemporary features, such as the full LED matrix headlights treated with a crystallium finish. Clearly influenced by the electric Enyaq, the interior of the new Kodiaq boasts a modern and minimalist design. The dashboard features a 12.9-inch touchscreen for the infotainment system, complemented by a 10.25-inch virtual cockpit and a head-up display. Fortunately, Skoda's designers have struck a balance between digital and manual controls by retaining some physical controls on the dashboard. The gearshift lever of the DSD moved to the steering column, freeing up more space on the central tunnel for storage. Among the signature Simply Clever features, there is a new storage compartment for the rear passengers, a cool dual-phone box for charging, a display cleaner, door edge protectors, a flexible element on the boot, an ice scraper, and the Rolls-Royce-style umbrella, which is integrated within the driver's door and is now made from sustainable materials. The new Kodiaq measures 4,758 mm, 187.3 inches, long 1,864 mm wide and 1,657 mm tall, with a wheelbase of 2,791 mm, 109.9 inches. This makes it 61 mm, 2.4 inches, longer than the first generation, and 110 mm, 4.3 inches, longer than the fully electric Skoda Enyaq. Despite the fact that the outgoing Kodiaq was already among the most spacious and family-friendly SUVs in its segment and price range, Skoda further increased the interior space of the new generation. More specifically, the boot size is 75 old, 2.6 cubic feet, larger than before, resulting in an impressive 920 old, 32.1 cubic feet, in the standard 5-seater model, or between 340 to 845 old in the 7-seater variant. The headroom in the optional third row has been increased by 15 mm, 0.6 inches, to 920 mm, 36.2 inches, while the second row seats can be moved. Just like the mechanically related Superb, the new Kodiaq will ride on an improved version of the MQB architecture, retaining the petrol, gasoline for American readers, and diesel powertrains while adding mild hybrid and plug-in hybrid options. The highlight of the range is the PHEV, featuring the 1.5 TSI Evo 2 engine with a single electric motor for a combined output of 201 to 150 kilowatts, 204 pounds. The generously sized 25.7 kilowatts per hour battery offers an electric range of over 100 kilometers, 62 miles, and supports up to 50 kilowatts of DC fast charging. Power is exclusively transmitted to the front axle through a 6-speed DSG automatic, so those who need AWD will have to stick to the non-electrified 2 TSI and 2 TDI models. Skoda has already sold 792,000 units of the Kodiaq in 60 different countries, including China, which is the biggest market for the nameplate ahead of Germany, the UK, and the Czech Republic. The automaker hopes that the second generation will continue in a similar manner as the last one with ICE powertrains. Skoda will unveil an even larger 7-seater SUV with a fully electric powertrain in 2026, which will be sold alongside the Kodiaq. In the UK, sales of the new Kodiaq will commence in February 2024, although initial deliveries are not anticipated until June of the same year. Pricing details will be disclosed at a later date. Friends, do you like the new 2024 Skoda Kodiaq? Write your opinion in the comments, as well as like and subscribe to the channel so as not to miss the latest news from the world of cars.